They're trying to create this Mecha Hallister to destroy the High Forest, from what you've learned. You guys have put a stop to that operation. However, you'd also learned that Trobrian had taken the aces from level 13 and moved them onto level 14 to continue work. You guys managed to get some rest, a bit of recovery, and you've headed back to level 14. Someone's been here since you guys had rested, and immediately upon entering this first hallway, some polymorph traps was sprung, and Ren was turned into an Otiu. KG managed to resist. You'd also seen that the boarworm was behaving a little bit strangely, and there were 2 young blue dragons guarding this entrance as well. One of the dragons got hit real hard, and the dragons actually retreated pretty quickly. They're lurking around somewhere, you can be sure of that. When things couldn't get worse, hiding behind these 2 dwarf statues are illithids. These alien creatures with bulbous, rubbery-looking skin, 4 tentacles, preceding its sphincter-like maw. They wear these somewhat regal breastplates. They both look absolutely identical as well. And they've been lurking in the shadows behind these statues. They attempt to surprise, and they kind of hiss as they come out from hiding. You can just see their maws and their 4 tentacles spread outwards like they're ready to grab someone's head and start devouring their brains. Now, if your passive perception is lower than 14, you are surprised. That is what you need to not be surprised. Alright, so...
yeah, I'm not surprised.
The Mind Flayers are... yeah, they're in this room right behind these statues. Ren is an invisible Otiu. So she basically... you just hear like a popping sound of her being transformed. And let's do it. Let's just get straight into it, shall we? And we're going to start off with Brew today. Brew, you're up first. What do you do?
Right. Is the audio it's large size?
It is. It's large.
It's large. Okay. Look out, you guys! Them dwarves ain't dwarves! Run! Yeah, get out of the way! I'm gonna attempt to grapple the Odiog.
Alright.
Rin, what big squelchy arms you have.
yeah, I reckon Brew probably doesn't notice or something.
Alright,
Like,
yeah. She doesn't... yeah, she doesn't usually make this noise, but it's like...
oh, well, looks like that's a neat forum. I like that one.
That's not all, Brew. You actually get this like simple image in your mind. It's of this creature, this Otiu, picking you up and like shoving you into its mouth and chewing on you. Alright, you've grabbed onto something slimy and tentacly.
And I'd like to drag it westwards.
Alright. That's more of a push.
Or push, I suppose.
Or did you want to drag it behind you?
I'd push it if I could, yeah.
Alright, you'll need to... Do you have 50 feet of movement now?
I have 40 total.
Right. You're going to need to take it back 5 feet because you moved 25.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, yeah, you grab it, swing it around, you just start pushing it back. And kind of squeeze it into here. Next to the stalagmite, sorry.
Ren, you seem to, is that a new haircut? Something?
You get another image of in your mind. It's of you and Roland both lifted up with these tentacles, and it's just taking turns, putting one of you in its mouth and putting the other one in its mouth, back and forth, almost like it's brushing its teeth with you guys.
Oh, God.
Roll on.
Yeah, I'm gonna start off with a. This will be for everyone, except Ren, obviously. I'm going to bonus action power chord. Might want to back up from that.
Am I allowed to move even though I'm surprised?
No.
Oh, you can't take reactions. Shit.
What if our passive perception's above whatever you said we can move?
14 or higher, you're not surprised.
Okay.
That was
Yeah, I
their.
got 16.
That was their. 14 was their stealth to attempt to surprise you guys.
Can I?
Could I keep pushing the Odiog?
Yeah, you can move. You're just half movement. That's all. That's the only restriction.
Wait for everybody to move before I do anything else.
Do I still get the healing?
You'll still get the 10 HP, I assume.
Yeah, you get the 10 hit points.
Sweet.
Alright. 15 feet. Oh, I was hoping I'd be able to see both mind flayers. Okay, well, in that case, let's, let me, you know what's coming.
You've got eyes on this guy.
I'm just gonna fill the door. I'm just gonna fill that room with fire.
Okay. You notice like all of the corpses have been cleaned up as well. There's no fire giant hobgoblin corpses anywhere here from the previous day.
Yeah. There's no fire giants impaled by their head on this spike. It's weird.
Yep. Everything's been cleaned up. Even the scrap metal is gone from this room too.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll raise my wand and throw a fireball down just inside the room.
Alright, the Mind Flayer just hisses. And then you see this orange glow envelop the Mind Flayer. And it is on Whisper for some reason. Anyway, it fails. It gets an 11 on its saving throw. It's weird. I don't know why that's on Whisper. Anyway, it gets scorched. It burns some of its flesh.
Alright,
And it just kind of shakes its head a little bit and then hisses more and extends its 4 tentacles.
okay. Well, I guess I didn't put it in a good enough position to get both of them. Oh well. And I'll keep backing up. I'll back up again right here. That's my turn.
The Mind Flayer emerges from around this corner. It's got its 4 tentacles spread outwards like a crisscross pattern. And then just this toothy maw, like razor sharp teeth in the center of that massive tentacles. And then there's just this boom, a shockwave of psychic energy.
Yep.
It's an invisible shockwave that just kind of ripples the air. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to get you, Brew. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, you've got total cover from that attack.
Well, that's good.
You're safe, Brew. The the Wren. Let me just check. I need to move this template because it's kind of getting in the way. Yeah, she is safe. She is safe. All right. So everyone else: Pavel, Darius, Roland, Cage. Oh, and actually, it'll. I think you might be safe, Scamp. I've got to check. This is a very tricky.
Oh, you're behind the
You're safe.
stalagmite. Nice.
Yay! That's why I didn't move.
Alright, so Cade, Darius, Roland, and Pavel. Intelligence saving throw. Boof! And when this thing hits you guys, it doesn't affect Roland and it doesn't affect Pavel. But Darius and Cage, boof! This splitting headache just fills your mind. You take 25 psychic damage and you kind of snapped back into your mind now. You're in a stunned state. A daze. You don't know what had hit you. Stunned. So you're incapacitated. You can't move. You can speak falteringly, and you automatically fail Dex and Strength saves, and attack rolls against you have advantage.
Oh.
The Mind Flayer then just kind of starts moving towards you guys a bit. Oh, not that far. All right, Cage. You have to make an intelligence saving throw at the end of your turn to try and get out of that.
So I assume I can't do anything else. I can't move, no bonus actions, nothing?
Oh, incapacitated means you cannot take actions or reactions.
Okay.
And if you can't take an
Then I guess
action,
I'll-
you can't take a reaction.
Okay. I guess all I can do is saving throw, right?
I mean, if you can't take an action, you can't take a bonus action is what I meant to say. Yeah, that's all you can do. You should try and get back into the fight with an intelligence saving throw.
And I fail.
Yeah, you're just kind of... you can like kind of pace about a little bit, a foot here and a foot there, and your head's kind of hanging down and everything's kind of blurry, and you can kind of speak a bit of a mumble, and that's it. Alright, Pavel, you're surprised.
Chicken.
Scamp.
Gonna pop out and we will produce flame at the Mind Flayer.
It's a direct hit. The ball of fire slams into it, scorching it slightly. It reels its head back a little bit and doesn't seem too hurt from that.
We'll go back to hiding.
Alright, is Ren here now?
I am here now.
Good timing. It's your
I
turn.
said I'd be about 15 minutes late.
Your Bruce got you and he's kind of moved you away and you're trying to eat Bruce's face basically. So you've got 3 attacks, a bite and 2 tentacles. And your first attack will have advantage.
Okay, let me just load that up.
Do you want me to roll them while you load in?
Yeah, I think it's being slow
Okay.
for me.
Alright, Brew, make a con save. It bites you. It snaps straight onto you. And there is this filth in its maw that makes you feel at home. And you take 9 points of piercing damage. And it's then trying to grab you with its tentacles. First tentacle. It's a crit. It just very firmly wraps around you, and then it has these leaf-like appendages on the tips of its tentacles. You're only seeing this thing for the first time now. A very bulbous creature, 3 sturdy legs, and eyes and a nose set on these vine-like stalks. And the tentacles are very rubbery, and this spiky leaf-like appendage just sticks into you and attaches to you. You take a total of 25 points of bludgeoning and piercing damage combined. And you're grappled, and it doesn't stop there. It keeps on wrapping around you. So you're also restrained. It grabs your arms and legs and squeezes them. And then it's going to use the other tentacle on you. And it just slaps you with the tentacle for 8 damage. And you've got each other in like a headlock. Darius, you'll need an intelligence saving throw. You're still stunned. What's he saying, bro? This horror comes out of the darkness, hisses and goes straight for Pavel. It tries to wrap its face tentacles around his face. And it misses.
Yeah.
You jump back as the tentacles just grab the air. Brr.
Hey, you guys! This thing ate Ren. We have to get her out of it.
Well, take it out then, bro.
I will go ahead and rage. You let go of my friend. I'll first try to shove it prone.
You try to pick this thing up and throw it on the ground. And if you're in now, Ren, you'll need to do nothing because you're going to automatically fail that.
Oh, yeah.
You tackle it to the ground.
Yeah, and then keeping the grapple, I'll hit it, improvised weapon with sudden death.
Okay. Advantage, disadvantage. Use the pommel of the sword and you smack it in its head. That's a hit. And Ren, you take 23 points of damage.
You let her go.
It just still shows you this image of it pinning you to the ground and smacking you in the head with its tentacles, like a reversed image of what's happening. Rolling.
All right. I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to bonus action. I'm going to bonus action say to Darius, I believe in you, buddy. You can get out of it. And give him a bardic inspiration. And then to the two creatures behind, I will play a quick ditty on the guitar. And I'm going to cast Hold Monster at 6th level. Whoa. Trying to get them both.
Yeah, buddy.
One fails.
Alright, the closer one, as it's doing this face grabbing technique, it just it stops like a statue, frozen with its tentacles still kind of erect towards Pavel. The other one, well, it's not affected.
Alright, well, let's I'm kind of wary of running backwards because I know there's still some bad shit behind us too. I'll run to there. And that's my turn.
This illithid. It rushes Darius.
Uh-oh.
You get an attack of opportunity if you wanted to attack it, Pavel.
I have a pistol out.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to just smack it.
Pistol.
Are you going to pistol whip it? It's a miss. It tries to grab Darius, wrapping its tentacles around his neck, face. And that pistol whip, it kind of deters the mind flayer and
threw it off. Nice.
yeah, it kind of just stumbles forward, missing him. Cage, it'll be an intelligence saving throw.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
Nice.
At the end of your turn, finally, you shake your head a little bit and your vision returns to normal and you're aware of your surroundings once more fully, but that happens at the end of your turn.
Yeah, no worries.
Pavel. You're up.
Pavel's gonna look at this one and notice that it's frozen stiff, and then look at this one and just walk over, gently place a pistol anywhere anywhere he can, and just all the mind flayer would hear hopefully is just a click, and then boom. Oh, I didn't.
The bullet ricochets off its armor.
Alrighty, no sharpshooter this time.
Hit. This time the bullet pierces its armor, and the mind flayer is very tough. This tiny little wound of purple blood starts to drip out of that pockmark. And it fills that one. Alright, you shoot it in the side of the face, and it actually cuts one of its tentacles off. The tentacle falls on the ground, and this purple blood just weeps from that wound. All in all, the mind flayer just it hisses and just says, in your mind, you just hear this otherworldly voice.
Blob blob to you too.
I'm glad I don't have tongues up.
Hit. You shoot it straight in its side, and it staggers a little bit now. It's looking bloodied.
Well, it's gonna fucking die. Action surge. And I'm gonna shoot it another 3 times. Damn.
Miss.
It's the only one that's actually a problem right now, so no sharpshooter.
Hit. I sink another bullet into it. The stubborn aberrant just won't go down.
Damn, this thing is... Throw caution in the wind.
Hit. Alright, another direct shot. The bullet goes straight through the mind flayer. It stumbles forward, it's swaying side to side, it's bleeding profusely, but it does not drop.
You are one tough son of a squid, aren't you?
Son of a squid. Scam.
I'm gonna try and burn it.
Hit. The produced flame splashes onto the back of it. Again, it staggers, and it still won't go down. Ren.
Okay.
You're grappled and prone, and you've got him grappled and restrained, so attacks are regular. It snaps at Brew and misses. One of the tentacles tightens, and Brew, you take 3 points of damage. And he tries to slap you over the face with the 3rd tentacle, but misses you. And you don't see Ren in there anywhere, Brew.
Oh, can I ask to dig deeper?
Alright, Darius, you've got some encouraging words from Roland. You need an intelligence saving throw.
Come on. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
You are not
I'm
getting
not
those
gonna-
shoes.
Yeah, don't.
I am not going to even burn. I'm not going to burn them.
Don't even try them
I'm not
on.
gonna burn. No.
Alright,
Window
let's-
shopping, Louboutins. No big.
just window shopping at the moment. You found a pair that you like and you're just trying them on. Alright, this thing tries to get out of the spell. And it's just looking like a statue still. Brew.
You. All right, I'm gonna have to cut this thing deeper. I will let go of the grapple, and with 2 hands, swing with Sun Death. Reckless. No, it doesn't matter. It'd be even reckless. Like 2 advantages and a disadvantage doesn't make an advantage, right?
Yeah, it's not going to help you
And 2
out.
wrongs don't make a right. Is that also still correct?
Sometimes.
Okay, so I'll just swing with Sun Death at the prone Odiug.
It's a hit. Alright, Ren, that's going to hurt. You take 34 points of damage as that flaming greatsword sweeps across you.
And then, using Sun Death as an improvised weapon, I will try to pommel.
Hit. And you boop it on the head for another 8.
And then bonus action grapple.
Like, you you let it go and then just grab it again immediately.
It ain't moving. Alright, at the start of this round, it's already next round, dragons.
Yep. Figured.
Dragon Ball Z.
The dragon speaks in Draconic to you, Roland. Do you understand Draconic?
I only understand 2 things. Common and Infernal.
Okay. Does anyone else understand Draconic? Okay.
Really?
They're speaking.
Wow. Usually at least one person has Draconic. That's crazy.
I have giant.
They say.
Uh,
They're both very quickly flying around the corner. One of them still looks injured. And it's your turn.
Roland says, "Oh shit. All right. Might be a good time to do this. I am going to, for the first time, use Unbreakable Majesty."
Huh.
So, for 1 minute, if something tries to attack me, they have to make a charisma save against my spell save DC. And if they fail, they can't attack me on this turn. If they attack me anyway, they'll have disadvantage on spells I cast. So.
Okay. The dragons
That's the bonus action.
flutter their eyes at you a little bit.
Yeah, the horns grow a little longer. That's all that happens.
The dragons like horns.
And I'm going to move. I'm going to start moving this way, and I'm going to let the party know. The dragons are back, just so you're aware, and I'm going to cast Firebolt upon the Mind Flayer in front of Darius.
Yeah, it's got cover. That's a miss.
Fuck. That's why I was trying to move a little bit, but...
Darius
Oh, well.
is swaying side to side and he kind of sways in front of you. And it puts you off a little bit.
Alright. I got 10 more feet of movement. I'm gonna pop down to there. That's my turn.
Alright, the Mind Flayer turns around and it doesn't seem to do anything. Like, there's no somatic components, there's no hand gestures or any sort of verberisms. But you feel this psychic assault on your mind, Pavel. Make a wisdom save against being charmed.
Come on, buddy.
Oh no.
Don't be dominated, please.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Okay, I have some stuff to waste, hopefully. Oh, shit!
Alright, you feel the creature trying to beguile you, and its alien voice is flooding your mind, but you block it all out, and the Mind Flayer then just hisses some more, and ends its turn there.
You die first.
Alright, this dragon is the injured one, and it was you that injured it that badly, right, Pavel?
Si, senor.
It flies by you. Right, it's going to give you a wide berth, but it's going to give you a present as well. As it flies by you, it just turns its head and says something in Draconic, opens its mouth, and strafes you with its breath weapon. Make a dexterity save. It could have easily hit more people, but it's just hitting you, Pavel. Just shoots a line of lightning straight down at you.
Just fuck you in particular.
You know, you know what?
Basically.
Yeah. I don't like the
Jesus.
damage. I'm gonna just take absorb elements as my last spell. Damn it.
Alright, you
It'll-
cast Absorb Elements. You take 12 points of lightning damage.
Nice.
And apparently you shoot yourself in the face for 10 damage too. And it continues on. It looks like it's heading for the doorway. The doors are huge though, 30 feet tall, so it doesn't need to reduce its elevation. Still 30 feet in the air. Cage. Who are you fireballing?
I can take it, buddy.
You're muted, by the way, Cage. If you're talking.
Sorry, I was sitting there talking.
Have you?
That should work.
Okay, you drop a fireball over there, and alright, the dragon. It brings up one of its azure-colored wings, and it completely cloaks itself from the fire. Its wing gets scorched. Mind Flayer, however, it just automatically takes that fireball. The fireball wraps around it, and it's looking pretty hurt now. That Mind Flayer is bloodied.
So I went ahead and quickened that, which was part of me being on mute.
Okay.
And so then I'm going to shoot this mind flare right in front of us. The guy who's not held.
Sure. And he is probably dead.
It's gone. It's gone.
Yes, it is wiped away. It's completely incinerated. It just leaves behind this charred corpse, its blackened breastplate, and burnt leather armor. Smoke rises off of it.
Hey, and that fireball, all those ones are twos, so that's really 29.
Extra 3 damage. I got it.
Yeah. I don't know how to set that.
That's alright.
There's a big long macro, but it's easy enough to just
Yeah.
add it up.
And I am going to get the hell out of here. 5, 10. Someone's hiding behind my stalagmite. 15.
Sorry.
I have room behind
25.
this one over here, Cage.
Can I squeeze in here?
Yeah, no, come on in. The water's fine.
Dear God. I got beat.
These stalagmites are nice these time of year.
Exactly.
Alright, Pavel.
I'm gonna look at this dragon. Again, I'm gonna stay in common because I know I can't speak Draconic. I'm gonna make your coat. I'm gonna make your skin into a coat
Leave it!
and start shooting it.
I've no qualm with you. That was just a little present for the injury you have befallen me. But know that you will all be incinerated by our lightning breaths for further hostilities.
Can I make an insight check? Will my action be an insight check?
No, you can inside it.
Cool. I do want to trust it though. I mean, even though it just point blank shot me.
It responds to you in common. Alright, you get the feeling that, yeah, these dragons, they don't want anything to do with you guys at the moment because you did hurt this one really badly, like, within the first few seconds of fighting it, so most dragons have an interest of self-preservation, so you feel like it was just a little payback, but they're trying to, like, get away.
I'm gonna look at it and then, like, just wave my gun at it and just point it at this one and fire. Wait,
Within 5 feet.
no? Yeah, I forgot about that. Crits, baby.
Yeah, it works a lot better when you
And,
put the barrel in its mouth.
Yeah, definitely does.
Sphincter-shaped mouth.
Yeah, it's sphincter shaped more. Hit.
This is gonna hurt.
Critical hit. Oh, it's an extra D10. Alright, 30 damage. The bullet goes straight through it, and Mind Flayer is still alive.
Another one. Damn.
It's a miss.
Gonna keep going.
That's a hit. It's still alive. Even at point blank, this thing's still standing.
Yeah, they're freaking tough.
It's almost dead. That hits. And the Mind Flayer sinks to the ground dead.
I'm gonna look back
Nice
at.
work, Pavel.
Thank you. And I look back at a dragon and just be like,
Alright, this dragon just... It cruises on by. And... here's your present. It's gonna fire at you, Gage. Lightning breath. When it gets into range, it shoots an angle of lightning straight down at you. Make a dexterity save. Cease! It says. The lightning bolt screeches by you. It narrowly misses Roland. And
Whoa.
you jump to the side. A couple of arcs catch you for 23 lightning.
It's a little close for comfort there.
And then...
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, it does that. It just turns its head, breathes that lightning breath straight down the line. It lines the ground, creating this little line of fire. And then it keeps on flying through, entering the hole. Scamp.
Did we all hear that one talking to Pavel, or is
Yeah.
that like telepathically in his head? Okay.
Comment. Yeah, it was yelling that loudly enough for everyone to hear.
I'm gonna ignore them then, and I'm gonna frostbite this thing I can't pronounce.
The creature that no one can pronounce. That's its name.
I just got kicked out of Roll20.
I'll make a wisdom save for you.
Constitution.
Con save, sorry, frostbite. I was thinking Toll of Dead for some reason. Alright, it's a pretty stumpy, strong creature, but your magic is also strong. So one of its tentacles, or its face, are a bit frozen up now. Alright, do you need me to make those attacks for you?
Yeah, I'm trying to get on.
Alright, it's gonna try and bite Brew. And it hits. You'll need a con save, Brew. You take 2 piercing damage as well. It's not... It needs to make a con save too for a disease from you. Alright, it's gonna just keep on squeezing you, trying to squeeze the life out of you with the tentacles, but you're just kind of wriggling around and the tentacles aren't getting you.
Boy, that tickled.
Alright, Darius, you see dragons flying overhead, mind flayers running around, Bruise like wrestling this giant, stumpy tentacle leg creature, and all the while you're kind of just stammering.
roll that
you got it.
Yeah, roll it now. D10.
D10. I'm like, oh, so close. As I'm sitting here going like, and if I fail this, I am just sitting there going like, oh, pretty. 16.
You're good.
Nice.
At the end of your turn, you've broken the mind-numbing effect.
Just shake my head. Whoa. Oh. Fuck.
Well, at least you didn't get your brain eaten.
Over to Bruce.
There's that.
You know, in hindsight, I ought to have pushed the audio again and shut the door. I'll do the same maneuver. Release it, swing with Sendeth.
Hit. Alright, that's another 26 damage for you, Ren. That's another hit.
I meant to actually do the improvised weapon, but I'll just do that because
I think that's gonna destroy the audio anyway.
and I'll be like, I'm gonna interrogate you, and I'll try to knock it unconscious.
It's
It's not enough anyway.
no, she hadn't done the hit points. I think she's still getting in. Alright, suddenly
Yeah, I'm still trying to get in.
you look down and Ren is on the ground unconscious.
Oh,
On 0 hit points. She's unconscious and dying.
hey, Ren.
She is unconscious and dying. She does not respond.
Hi. You okay?
Like nudge her with your toe. Ren.
She's literally still on fire a little bit from the flaming greatsword.
Can I give you a hand? Do you want a hand? Are you okay?
Rolling.
Okay, Roland is gonna. It's 20 foot. Could have done it from back there, I guess.
Alright, if you guys actually are not going to fight the dragons,
I'm not gonna fool with the dragons if they're happy enough to keep going. I mean, we can just kill them later, whatever. We'll let the Lich take them out.
Okay, I think that was the general consensus that you guys will let them go by. So I'll break initiative.
No skin off my back.
What they do is they fly off and they fly to the north.
Alright. I'll start running towards Rin, and I'll look to Scamp and just kind of give like a hand signal, like me, you, which one?
Scamp will point at herself.
Okay.
We'll do a 5th level cure wounds.
I'm all
Yeah.
at 5th level spells. Wasted them both on that freaking construct that we fought.
So Ren gets 38 points of hit points back. Then I'll pump some Fey energy dice into her too, just because I can.
Are you back, Ren?
It's still loading in. Being slow.
Alright, I'll fill you up. So you got 28 from the cure wounds.
That wasn't supposed
Sorry,
to be
38.
so ignore that.
Oh, it's D6s, right?
Yeah, it's D6s, not D8s. An extra 15 plus 5 temporary hit points.
Alright, so you're on 58 with the 5 temp.
I can't remember.
Sorry for attacking you with a flaming sword.
It had to be done. I can't remember. Did we decide if we'd be able to see these things with a detect magic? I can't remember if we decided that or not. Because I think it'd be better if we didn't walk on any more of those.
Yeah, I can cast detect magic if I need to. I don't know if it shows those though.
I don't know.
You guys are not sure.
Yeah.
You want me to cast detect magic now?
Maybe when we get ready to move through, sure.
Okay, it is a essentially freebie cast, sort of.
Oh,
it's
with
part
your
of my
furball?
furbolgness.
Yeah.
But I can only do it the once.
Right. Well, that was interesting. I wonder what the dragons want in there.
I don't know.
Were they here when we came through those mind flayers last time?
No.
Not that I'm aware
I
of.
didn't see any last time.
Huh. I wonder if there are any more.
Where there's one or two, there's usually more.
Is this maybe we're nearby the one place we're looking for Jouster? You think?
I think that's a few floors down, but maybe the Mind Flayers have been branching out as of late? Who knows? I find it hard to believe that they would team up with the Lich, though. If they have, then that's very bad news for us.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Ren, do you want to scout or do we want to move en masse?
I think at this point that it might be better to move en masse. Within the field of Scamp's detect magic at this point. Because if these were set up right at the entryway, I can imagine that there are more set up at other entrances and hallways.
These are new.
Yes.
All right. Where are we heading?
Did you do a detect magic, Siam?
I was going to as soon as we start moving actually into the fortress.
Okay.
I would like to go double check on the Titan, especially if Trogran is reportedly trying to restart construction on it.
All the scrap metal is gone. The Aza might have cleaned it up and started work already. So,
Okay.
I wonder if that Juggernaut is still there.
Oh, it's a scary thought.
That's a good
Start moving
question.
that way then? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll throw up a detect magic using the Furbolg trait.
Okay. Alright, only immediate sources of magic you detect is the magic coming off all of your allies. There's a slight little bit of trace magic in this glyphs, but it's pretty much faded away. Alright, you move up to this foyer and you look to the north. You see the pile of scrap metal ahead. The sconces illuminating this converging hallway. No big scary fire giant.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
That's what I was just thinking. I don't know if I find that comforting or not.
Everyone on.
Is there still a big heap of scrap metal down here, or is that
Yeah,
gone too?
that pile is still there.
Okay.
Those of you that got shot with arrows probably get PTSD when you like come around a corner as well. I think Bruce still got one stuck in him that he forgot to get out. You're still finding him days later, like embedded in you.
Snacks.
I know, yeah. When you guys think of this hallway, you've actually never been here because you're getting peppered with arrows.
Yeah, we never went straight down the hallway.
Well, I'll keep an eye out for traps.
Sure, you can look in a specific area, or you've always got your passive as well. Go
Hey, it
on.
looks like there's a hole in the wall right there.
Floor, I guess.
Yeah,
Little voyeur people.
you can make a perception check if you want to look around. In this room, you see diagonal walls, four-way intersection, iron torch brackets jutting out of the walls. They have these magical flames that don't really seem to let off any heat in them. Looking around, Rue, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. This pile of scrap iron is huge as well. It's almost 10 feet tall. To the north, there are another very large set of doors. They're 20 feet tall, and there are leering skulls carved around the door. And Brew, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oops.
Okay, so detect magic does not see them.
Oh,
That's good to know.
wait. Scamp was close enough. Scamp, you would tell him maybe to...
Hey, Brew, hold up! Stop!
What?
Hold on.
you,
Come back.
Look at the pretty mask.
No. There's bad things on the ground. Come back.
Alright, there's first of all magic coming off of these sconces, and then there are two sources of magic in front of this door. Two separate sources of magic, here and here.
I will communicate that to the rest of the party. It looks like there are probably 2 traps up there.
Could it be healing traps? Because I could.
Those healing traps are not a thing, Brew. I'm sorry.
Well, at least we know how to do this. At least we know how to see them.
Right, well, not all of us could jump over them, I guess. But...
Well, we could go around just as easy, couldn't we?
well, I'm sure that there's more.
Could we scratch it out, maybe?
When you when you take a closer look, Brew, you actually do notice the glyph as well up ahead here.
Oh,
When it's pointed out to you, you're a little bit far away before, but when it's pointed out, it's nearly invisible. It's one of these glyphs. It's inscribed, covering a 10-foot section of floor here and here.
So I want to go take a look too and see if I can see it. Or not.
You don't even. Alright, well, now that they've been pointed out to you, I'll give you advantage. Because if someone's pointing it out, it's going to be a lot easier to see. But yeah, you can kind of see it. It's very, very fine.
Alright, well, I guess we have to keep a detect magic up.
It's not just like the floor either that you get the magic. It's a 10-foot square. It's 10 feet high as well.
Okay, so we can't just fly over it. Okay.
Well, you could, but you'd have to be like going up over 10 feet.
Like up over the top of it.
Yeah, the hallways here are huge, 30 feet high.
So let's just go around it and scan
Yeah,
it with our lead.
You can do that.
Right, we know that there's another way in there from this direction. I believe there's one from this direction as well, but I don't know that way is good.
And Scamp, when that wears off, I can cast detect magic.
As you guys come around the corner, you see a spectral floating eyeball just kind of gliding around the corner here, bobbing up and down, swirling with magic, and it comes from this direction. It's quite big as well. It's like a 5-foot diameter eyeball.
Oh.
And it starts watching you guys.
Hello, Alistair. How are you today?
How's tree?
You hear a voice. I wouldn't do this if I were you. Better to be friends with me than enemies. Go on now. Down to level 15. There is something waiting for you.
It was this way, right?
Hey.
Yeah, you just
Okay. I'll open the door.
Remember, I am watching always. And the eyeball vanishes.
Who do you think that was?
Alright, as you try to open the door, Brew, a 5-foot high, 5-foot wide stone box appears out of nowhere. And you're trapped inside it.
Huh?
Oh. Can I lift it off?
Your hand is kind of just stopped as you're trying to open the door and knocked back. You get a little bit of an owie. You push, make an athletics check. You push on the stone and alright, you actually just break through the lid of it, but it's seamless with the floor, but you actually do just smash your hand through the top of it, and like you guys see Brew's head kind of just poking out of the stone box now.
Ah.
Here, guys.
Brew in the box?
That was
Look what I found.
Need help?
All right. Well, let me push on the door again.
It's a very strange place.
Alright, you push the door open after just basically climbing out of the box. There is a box there though now, so everyone's gonna have to go around. Did you get trapped inside again, Brew?
I'm
You did.
trapped inside again.
I'm gonna jump over this little 5-foot square to the other side of the doorway.
Okay. As you're moving in, another stone box appears in front of the door here, in this area.
Huh.
What in the world? And they just appear all
Yep,
of a sudden.
they appear. They are seamless with the floor.
Scamp, are you getting any kind of magic off of these things?
You do not detect any magic
no.
from it. Another one appears now and kind of blocks the lower 5 feet of this door, and the stone is like melded into the doorway now too.
I think someone's trying to stop us from going in there.
I would have to agree with you.
Kind of makes me want to go in there all the more, though.
This door, it vanishes. It's now just a blank wall.
Oh,
This isn't pleasant.
Or should I try to remove this? I can do it with a spell.
The eyeball appears again. This is not happening instantly. This is happening over a course of about 30 seconds. The eyeball appears. The eyeball hovers there for a good 5 seconds. Oh, can you now? Alice's voice says. I'd like to see you try.
Let me guess. You will do something to counteract it.
Oh no.
You're afraid.
I'll make you a deal. If you can magically remove those boxes, I'll give you free passage through the obstacle course. And 2 more boxes appear on this one, completely blocking this doorway.
What obstacle course?
He says, "Buzzle, buzzle, woo, woo. Wobbly, dub, dub." Oh, you're all boring me. Oh.
I turn around and I'm going to put my hand on a box and cast Stone Shape. Try and meld it back into the wall.
The eye flitters around. And your spell has no effect.
If you remember what happened, yeah, I remember now. Remember when we tried to change the wall for the anti-magic room, and it just didn't do anything?
Thought I'd still give it a try.
All right, suddenly a 5 foot high, 5 foot wide doorway appears to the west, and then it reduces size to 4 feet tall, and then it reduces size to 3 foot tall. And the eyeball looks at it, and he says, "There's your exit. I've created you a doggy door."
Cage will just teleport. Oh, Brew. No, he won't.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Brew, you're gonna need an athletics check. Cage, the eye kind of hovers up to you, and you hear this. Interesting. Yes, you have potential. Alright, Brew doesn't quite fit, but he just gives himself a bit of an extra boost, and he breaks the doggy door open a bit bigger.
Slather on some grease.
Does anyone else have a light source in the room?
I do.
Oh. Here, I can come back.
No, that's all right.
As
I'll ask you to.
He
Whoever has
wants
light source,
pretty
turn it
much
off.
no light sources.
oh, you can
Right.
yeah, easily do that. There's something disturbing though that you see, like over here, the way to the north. It's a bunch of ghostly apparitions. Their bodies are no more than just little wisps. However, their faces, they have a vague resemblance to each one of you. 7 apparitions in total.
What?
Before you said that, I was going to teleport over here.
Sure. Here's there's one for everyone. There's Brew. And there's Darius. And there's Ren. And there's Scamp. And there's Roland.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hey, that's not bad.
There's
Not an elf.
Cage. And there's Brew again.
What face is mine using?
Wait, there's not one there for me. Awesome.
And then he says, oh, whoops. And then he quickly changes the Brew one to look like Pavel.
God damn it.
Did you guys leave your shadows out here?
Brew, what in the
Yeah,
world
yeah.
are you talking about?
There's
Not gonna-
like, sorry, there are a bunch of shadows out here that look like us.
Oh,
That will be you if you continue to bother me.
We need a Titan.
You don't need to worry about that, my dear. You have definitely slowed the work. Come, I've been waiting for you all. I still have your friends' items down on level 23. But you won't make it that far. The test is coming up. Will you pass? Or will you fail? Fail means expulsion from life.
Huh.
I was about to say, doesn't it just mean death? I imagine that's what it is supposed to mean.
Expulsion from life, he says.
Right.
Now what?
Can
You guys
Illusions,
are entertaining.
by chance?
You do detect some minor magic coming off them, and it is illusory magic.
Okay.
All right, Scamp, you're leading.
The apparitions
No.
vanish.
Oh. Do we continue up and around?
Yeah, I think there was multiple
If you
doors
like.
that went in that room.
Okay.
Feeling Hollister's just fucking with us at this point.
Or
2-2.
we have set back the Titan progression. Perhaps we can just go around and talk to that Illusio fellow. See what he's about.
The amount of damage you guys have done to this operation, you feel like it's going to be months before they can get this thing even back to where it was.
Maybe since we've set it back enough, we just work our way down and go for
All
the
right,
head of the snake.
As you're moving up, this this passageway turns into a wall. This passageway turns into a wall, and this passageway turns into a smooth stone wall. They just appear around you.
I guess go down is the only option.
Well, like I said, we go talk to this Illusio fellow and see what he's about.
Say we go see Elvis.
And then, if we want, the way down to level 15, well, it's right there. So, not a bad
I
idea.
like this place hiding more stuff from us though.
Oh, I'm sure
Eh.
it is, but McAllister at the moment has complete control over everything. And if he doesn't want us to get somewhere, well, we're not going to get there.
Unless you just
Oh.
headbutt your way through it like Brew.
Yes, unless we brute force our way through like Brew does, but I don't think that's going to work every time.
I understand, though. Yeah. I mean, might as well not waste effort, I think. Right?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win against him if he doesn't want us to go.
I'm gonna stand back and motion for Brew to open the doors. I don't do doors.
Detect magic has gone down.
So real
Detect
quick,
magic has run out. Cage.
yeah, I got it.
Alright, detect magic goes up. There's no apparent sources of magic.
I'll open the doors.
Oh, by the way, when the dragons flew in here, which way did they go?
They went this way.
North.
Okay.
Hey, Brew, let me lead.
Thanks.
I like the squishy one to lead.
You got it. I got your back. I got your back.
There's not a single hobgoblin corpse anywhere. No signs of the previous skirmish. Everything's been cleaned up. No scorch marks on the walls, nothing.
Do you want to be out in shadow, Cage? Do you want to trail a bit?
I can. Ren wants to keep up with me. We could go in the dark. Get my screen. There we go.
I keep moving around and all doors have been closed. Oh, this one should be closed as well. The one that leads to that mithril sheath room. And someone's really cleaned up here. You notice.
I'll message Darius. Go ahead and come on up. I can see the whole way. Oh, there's one in front of the door, both sides. I'm gonna go check the stairs down real quick.
Yeah, you can detect those sources of magic in 10-foot cubes.
Yeah, I'll say stay away from the doors, guys and gals.
Alright, up ahead, you head to this massive hallway and you'll see the doors that led to Doomcrown's room closed, and the doors that lead down to level 15 are also closed.
Okay, I just want to check if there's traps around the doors.
No traps there. Clear of magic.
I'll just teleport back. Oh, right there. Hello.
Hello. Are the doors like push open doors?
These ones are push open doors. The doors themselves, I'll describe them again as well, because they do have a feature to them. So mounted above the doors is a 4-foot diameter, 2-inch thick disc of black stone, like a keystone, and it's engraved with a white symbol that depicts a bony human hand. You've seen this symbolism at the entrance to the Lich's lair. And there is a very powerful aura of magic coming off of that keystone.
Can I don't know if Detect Magic does that nowadays.
See what school it is?
Yeah.
It does. You can kind of focus in on it.
Yeah, I'll check to see what school it is.
Alright, it's a powerful magic, and it's abjuration, which is like warding and protection magic.
Yeah, so I'll share that info. So you guys, I got an idea for these traps if you want. I can summon and see if he triggers it. But then we'll have to kill whatever monster it becomes.
Oh, that's true. I could conjure woodland beans too.
If you kill your own hound, though, who will be the true monster?
Probably me.
If you were to summon something, do we think that if you then unsummon it, that it would just go away? Or would that just be too easy?
I have no idea.
There's only 3 ways to find out.
Isn't it concentration for you?
For conjure woodland beans, yes, it is.
Yeah.
So theoretically, I can stop concentrating on it after the summon, if we wanted to try that.
Sure. I don't know if mine will work because it says that I have to use it to target.
Yeah, that hound is like kind of it's latched onto someone's essence of being, basically.
Exactly.
So I'll conjure woodland beans, and I'm gonna do 2 fake creatures of challenge rating 1 or lower, and I'm gonna summon them in front of the traps, and then I'm gonna direct one to one trap and the other to the other trap.
If you ever wondered what would happen if a bear fought an alligator, or an Odion fought... Pick your favorite.
You summon some satires, scamp, and they give a bit of a clip, a bit of a clop on their cloven hooves. They have humanoid faces, and then the legs of a goat horns. And they smile at you, and they say, "Top of the morning to you.
Oh,
Time for some drinking, is it?"
oh, they can speak. That makes it worse.
No drinking. Really,
Oh,
yet.
you want to get straight down into it, then, do you?
I would imagine Satyr's having a Greek accent.
What service have you called us for, then, ma'am?
So I need one of you to go stand right about there near the door.
Ooh,
The other one
this is
stand
exciting.
There near the door.
Do we need to be blindfolded?
Maybe.
Would you like to be?
Oh, whatever you're into, my dear. We're not shy.
The little horny Irish goats.
Are you sure you didn't summon leprechauns?
Wait, I bet.
They're Mr. Tubness's cousin.
I don't have any blindfolds on me. So if you could just go stand over there real quick.
I guess we better do what she says. Aye, Bess. She's brought us into this world and she can take us out of it. But if you do need to drink or something, then, well, that's no problem at all. We haven't had a shave for a while, but we can scrub up quite good. And when they step over there, they do a little bit of a jig. They jump up and down and ta-da! There you go, ma'am. Now, what's next?
Can you open that door, please?
Of course, ma'am. And all 4 of them push on the door at once, and they swing these doors right open.
How tall are the doors?
20.
Kate, do you see any magic inside the doors?
I'll go check it out. I was hiding in the back because I'm beat up.
Alright, yeah, this room is brightly illuminated. You can still see this handsome male human just resting in this hammock. He looks like he's asleep. He's got this gold silk clothing on. And his shoes look like they're made of some sort of suede. But you can't tell what color they are from here. And the satires are just... they've got their hands behind their necks and they're just kind of stretching and leaning. And you can detect some magic. And it seems to be coming off some sconces. This room is illuminated. Other than that, that's it.
Is the hallway still 30 feet high?
Yeah, this room is 30 feet high. It's a very large room indeed.
Roland is gonna start playing a jig for the satyrs.
Ah! That's the spirit! Let us drink, let us sing, let us make merry, and let us make love.
I don't know about that last one, but drinking and singing I can get behind.
If we want to go into the room, I can fly us up over by wild shaping into a bat.
How about we just call to this guy? I'll just call to him and say, hey,
There you go.
Alistair. Elvis.
Alright, you call out to him and he stretches and he opens one eye. And he kind of looks over at you and kind of then just like goes back to sleep. Just rolls back into his hammock.
Wake up, fool. What's wrong with you?
He lets out a bit of a...
sent us here.
He lets out a frustrated moan and he gets up with a spring in his step. Who? He says.
Preta Creepa?
Say, who are you? What are you doing in here? Don't you know this is a dangerous place?
Oh, I'm quite aware, he says. And he comes closer. He looks rakishly handsome.
I'm going to say that that's not the voice I expected, but okay.
So I'll tell him to watch out. There's a trap here right in front of us.
My name's Illusio. Pleased to meet you all. I know I'm in a dangerous place. Thank you for sharing that information with me, however. And what are you going to do about it?
I don't know, break you out? Something like that?
Do you like it here?
Not particularly, no. But I don't have much of a choice now, do I? You see, I'm stuck here. I mean, you could certainly help me if you're here to free me.
Why are you trapped here?
Ah, there's a witch. She takes my blood to fuel her terrible spells. I guess my blood is worth something. Now, do you have anything to eat? I'm starving.
A few satyrs.
There is illusory magic coming off him, Cage.
I was about to say, something seems off about him.
Yeah, I'll say you seem to be cloaked with magic. What type of being are you?
Oh,
Hey.
that's not important. I don't want to alarm you with my true form, but very insightful of you. Now, let's just get this out of the way. You're here to free me. It's simple. There's a seal outside the room. Break it, and I'll be out of here. I'm planning to head to the surface, in fact. I heard Waterdeep is filled full of lovely humans.
Seb, I'm gonna come up behind Scamp here and take a very hard look, and I'm actually going to use my ranger ability, Primeval Awareness, to see if I detect an aberration.
No. Is it just your favorite enemy, or all types of creatures? 1 minute. So you're doing a first level slot, I presume. Or are you doing a
Or not?
higher level slot? It's 1 minute per spell slot. Is he there?
I'm just gonna do it for a first level spell slot.
Okay.
I'm more curious to see if he he's something of the.
Alright, you sense, in alphabetical order, dragons, fae, elementals. That's not alphabetical order, but and fiends. There's a lot going on here, and you don't know their location or number. But there are those sources. So, dragons, elementals, faes, and fiends.
I'm gonna say to him in Infernal.
Oh, and aberrations. Aberrations as well. Yeah, aberrations.
I'm gonna say to Illusio in Infernal. Are you sure you don't know who Preacher Creeper is?
Oh, no, I don't really care. You can wake me up when the seal is broken. I was having quite a nice nap. And he just stretches and starts to go back over to the hammock.
Well, he knows Infernal, we know that.
I'll just keep this special key to myself, and you don't need to know where Arcturia's spellbook in Phylactery is, I guess. Ah!
This fucker.
He was just getting to what I was gonna ask. What's in it for us?
You know what I want. All you have to do is break that seal.
But what's in it for us?
If you're not interested in a spellbook full of vast knowledge, the key to defeating a lich that has it in for you, might I add, then I have nothing to offer you. I also have this key, I guess. And he takes out a 6-inch long, flat, mithril key shaped like a Y. This is one of 6 keys required to activate special power. I'm not sure where the other ones are, though, dears.
Being paid by him is nice, but we have to free him regardless.
Do we?
Yes.
I think there's simply something, if he understands Infernal and there's a seal, do you think it's kind of like a bone devil? Do you think he's some sort of fiend?
Probably worse than Bone Devil, I would assume.
Are we sure he's the real Illusio? If he doesn't know who Preacher Creeper is, and he's got illusion magic on him.
Well, we have to also remember
That may
Preacher
not
Creeper
be
is-
what she was known by to him.
Well, as a character, I'd be very interested in spell books and a way to kill a lich.
Getting the phylactery would be nice.
He's asleep.
Yeah, Waterdeep's pretty tough. They can take care of themselves.
Well, the thing is that that's the thing I'm worried about. The way he spoke about going to Waterdeep.
We cannot unleash something unless we know what it is.
Are there good taverns in Waterdeep?
There are, actually.
Let's go there. We can get pissed. And who knows what that will lead to.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
I'm going to step back here and say, as quiet as I can, the other option is to send the satyrs into him. If he can't come out, we can attack him from here.
Attack.
But we need information from him.
Right.
Freeing
we can let
him is part of a payment.
I would be, I think, more comfortable if I knew what we were dealing with, Darius.
You, come step forward.
Me? Oh, me? What's a phylactery? Is that some sort of festival? I'd very much like to go to it. Do you think they have fine lads there and lasses?
Begone, satyr.
That's
Come
not
on,
very
come
nice
on, you
now.
guys. You four, with me.
You're lucky we're being
We're gonna go
forced to
guard.
do exactly what she says. Or I'd fight you.
Phylacteries are what when you're in port and you go to see one of the paid girls. They make you wear a phylactery.
No, Brew. Oh god.
Ah.
No, that's very wrong.
I think I've done that before. One of them says.
Please. Please say you're not in charge of Pavel's sex education.
There's places that exist like that.
First, well, later we'll talk about special hugs.
I know about that already.
Alright. When you've called out to Illusio, he's opened his eye again. What do you want? I don't hear any smashing of any stone above that door.
Well, step
What's
forward.
about the factory?
No thanks, he says.
How do we know if we break this that you're not going to just leave?
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. Of course, I'm going to give you what you want. I've definitely got no beef with you all. Listen, I've come to amass some knowledge of Undermountain. I'd be happy to share some of my secrets with you as well to sweeten the deal. Just smash that damn glyph.
I'm gonna reach out with my fingers, point at him, and say the words to dispel magic on him.
He chuckles. And go ahead, cast dispel magic. Nothing happens. Ugh. Was that supposed to do something? He jumps off of the hammock.
You're so afraid of showing us your true form.
I'm not
Then
the
why
one
should we
that's
let you-
afraid. I just don't want to
I'm not afraid
startle you.
Oh, trust me, at this point you are not going to startle us. Show us what you really are.
I'll show you what I really am. You just wait right there. And he walks over to the hammock.
Gonna go back to sleep.
And he just goes back to sleep, kicks back in the hammock, lets out a loud.
So, guys, I'm all for killing or breaking the seal and letting him go, but character-wise, I would want the stuff he's going to give us.
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
Getting the phylactery.
I mean, yeah. I suppose it's bad to unleash something on Waterdeep, but on the other hand, they have city, good watch, and wizards. And...
He's some sort of like, yeah, but the thing is, we don't know what type of level of, demon we're dealing with. Wherever keeps, I don't know what silver sigils work, but I mean, for all I know, it could be something that's really, really bad. Something that's not that small.
Obviously, he's not as strong as Octuria. Otherwise, he wouldn't be trapped in here as he is.
Right.
True.
Are we all in agreement?
Did that get under his skin a little bit? Does he stop snoring when I say that?
No.
Oh.
He doesn't really seem to have a care in the world whether he even gets out or not, as far as you can tell.
Here, Pavel, I've been meaning to give you this since Tirlai went back home, and I'll hand you an adamantine hand axe. Just so you have a chop.
I mean, I just needed to borrow it just because I was thinking about breaking down those stone doors, but I mean, if you want to give it to me, yeah.
Yeah, I had 5, so you can have one.
Alright.
In case you need to break down doors and I'm not beside you.
Sure.
Meanwhile, Scamp, the satyrs offer to try and comb your hair and plait it. You've got lovely hair there, miss.
She'll sit down and let him do it.
Alright, they're struggling to try and get through all the knots in your hair, and they're like pulling out like leaves and small animals and stuff like that. How did you get in there, little one?
I didn't know you were that kind of girl, Scamp. You go.
Alright, guys, we breaking the seal or are we heading down?
I'm cool with whatever you guys said, but I just don't like whatever this thing might be.
Well, the thing is, again, it's not as it won't be as powerful as Octuria if it was able to be trapped here in the first place. And if it does begin to cause trouble, we'll just go kill it. As with everything.
And taking one lich out of the world is a greater good.
Yeah.
I agree.
Octuria out would be a good thing too. Yes.
Alright, step back. I'm gonna step forward and say, hey, wake up, we're gonna trust you, and we're gonna break the seal.
Yeah.
We got a deal?
Yes. Actions speak louder than words.
I'll say, hey, Darius, step back, and I'll firebolt the seal and see if that does anything.
You might have to hit it a couple of times. Let's see how good your firebolt is.
Okay. Oops. Dum, dum, dum.
That's a hit. Alright, it cracks the seal slightly. You see the black stone start to crack. The fingers of the bony human hand start to displace. You hit it again. And that one just destroys it.
Holy shit!
It absolutely destroys it, and all of the different shards of this 2-inch thick disc fall onto the ground. And Illusio jumps straight up. Ah! I knew you had it in you. Excellent. Now, he just waltzes straight on out. There you go. He puts his hands on his hips. What's the matter? Do you want this or not?
Of course we
It
do.
didn't work.
There you go. And he hands you that mithril key, for starters. It's the one that's shaped like a... It's shaped like a Y at first, and then he turns it upside down and says, it's an upside down Y, actually. And, next, you want to know where the phylactery of Octuria is?
Yes, and what is it?
There's a doorway around the corner. This way. Beyond there, that's where she keeps it. Her spellbook and phylactery. And, of course, I promised to share with you some valuable pieces of information that I have amassed about Undermountain. And he'll tell you guys some secrets. He's going to give you 3. You'll get 3 cards from the secrets deck, Cage, for trying to suppress him for a better deal, which he was happy to give. I'll give you 3 cards. You can just tell me the name of it and I'll read it out one by one.
Oh, okay. School of Magic, Scavenger, and Trobrion's Army.
Oh, I think you've already got 2 of those. Alright, I'm going to give you 2 more. Well, someone's had 2 of those. There's 2 more.
What Drow's Fear? Immortal... Oh, I guess I can just click on it. That's easier. Immortal Insanity.
Alright, I think you've actually had, like, all of them now, except for 2 anyway, so you get all the cards. You get all of them. There you go. Have 100. No, there's none left. Alright. So he tells you 2 secrets. That's all he's got. He'll tell you another one, but it's something you've already heard. A rumor. First one, he says, Now, I've heard stories of Waterdeep. And the sea that surrounds it. The Sea of Swords has borne its share of pirate ships, but none stranger than the Scavenger. This vessel could travel below the waves and through the air. No one has seen it in years. Perhaps it sank or was lost in the starry maelstrom of the sky, but divination spells suggest it found its way into Undermountain. Others has searched for it below Waterdeep, but no one has found it and lived to tell the tale. So, talking about some sort of ship.
Yar, let's be keeping an eye out for that.
Oh, there is 3 actually as well. Next one is about Gith. Githyanki have invaded Undermountain. Perhaps they seek to destroy a mind flayer colony hidden in the depths of the dungeon, or perhaps they're planning to attack and plunder Waterdeep. There's one other possibility. The Githyanki. They might be building a creche, a stronghold away from the timeless astral plane, where they can raise their young and train them in the art of war.
Sounds pleasant.
Oh, and this last little tidbit. How's the Black Cloak is immortal?
And you know this how?
The Mad Mage of Undermountain has destroyed himself, or been destroyed many times before. Octoria, she comes to take my blood, but I do lack conversation sometimes, and we talked. His demise, apparently, is always short-lived. Folks say the dungeon cannot exist without him, and so it magically recreates the Archmage whenever he meets his end within its crumbling halls. And each time Alistair returns, less of his sanity remains. He turns invisible.
Thank you for that information.
Yeah. I'll be making my way to Waterdeep now.
Hey, quick question.
Yes.
Is there any traps around the phylactery?
Not sure. Not ever been able to leave the room.
I'm sure there are.
Illusio, just to let you know, if you do anything to Waterdeep that I find untoward, you will be destroyed utterly. I hope you remember that.
Illusio has left the building, he says. And he walks off.
He ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Roland does if he does do something, Roland does intend to go through with that promise for sure.
It's
Okay, you guys will get some experience
find a way
for
to get in there.
completing that quest. That was a long one too. Got
Yeah.
that one down like level 3.
Yeah, level 3, we got it from Pre to Creepa.
It's nice to hear somebody else mention the ship.
So behind these pillars, is there shadow? I mean, for me, there's shadow, but is there in the room?
The room, it's actually illuminated.
Everywhere?
Yeah, the walls are just lined with sconces. It's all brightly lit, unfortunately.
I can't remember. Did you say that detect magic showed that the sconces were magically lit?
Yeah, there was magic coming off of them. It's a very bright, flickering light, flooding the entire room.
Well, the doors are 20 foot tall, and if these are the same as the other ones where the magic goes up 10 foot, we can just fly over. I don't think that would be much of a problem.
Well, I do know that we can get across. We could get across a couple different ways. I could ferry at least one person across.
I think the problem is it extends 10 feet into the air.
I know, but I can essentially dimension door my way across, take someone with me. If we're just going to look and ransack, see what's
If you can put some shadow down around there, I can get over there myself.
I can wild shape and fly anybody across.
I'm just trying to be efficient.
We could try and toss you across. 2 arms, 2 legs. We'll grab 1 limb each. We do it all the time in the Feywild. But usually we're throwing halflings. I think we've made our way up to medium creatures now.
Scamp, I wouldn't mind taking you up on your offer.
So I'll wild shape into a wild bat. Or a wild bat.
Oh, wild
All
bat.
bats are wild.
It's become rabid. No.
Start biting everyone.
No.
She's gone crazy!
She's
She's out of control!
A tame bat.
It's the bat looking for Ozzy Osbourne.
Alright, yeah, with that, you can ferry everyone over where these glyphs were detected.
Yeah, I'll make sure to give them like as wide a berth as I can, so as not to get anybody. I'll probably stay bat shape.
Stay bat.
For right now.
And yeah, Ren, that information may give you a bit of a glimmer of hope that this ship that you could perhaps use to return home could be in Undermountain.
I am hopeful now. Get off this forsaken planet.
I wonder if the captain of that ship used to be a one Captain Nagathrod. It's a little.
So he said the phylactery and the books, I believe, were up here. You want to check that first, or you want to check the other doors?
I would say let's check up here first.
3 exits to this room, doors to the north, and massive doors to the southwest and south. There's 2 hammocks, very nice looking hammocks. They are strung between these large columns that support the ceiling. The hammocks are also tasseled. There are thick wall-to-wall carpets, alternating black and gold zigzagging patterns. There's a nice fragrant smell of incense in the room as well. And there's also 2 massive braziers made of carved black basalt. They're actually in the middle of the room. They're not on this map, but they're letting off the incense. It's kind of warm and comforting in here. Very pleasant aroma. The walls and ceiling are all painted gold. It's a very regal looking boudoir. And then the sconces that line the walls are every 10 feet. They're just black iron sconces with flames coming out of them.
Do the flames put out heat?
No.
If I hung a rug over one, say here, would I'll go ahead and do it and see if I can create at least some dim light.
Yeah. When you take one of the rugs and throw it over the sconce, it blots out the light. And I don't have separate torch sources from all of them, but
That's okay.
It would create a shadow like wherever you need it.
So I'm going to go right here so I can jump out if I need to.
Sure.
Door to the north or south?
I said north.
Little to the north.
Or just like draw a shadow on for your cage, and maybe like that or something. Oh, you don't see that, but you will in a sec. Around about that area, sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
Ish.
Scamp, you want to send your friends in?
Can I communicate with them as a bat and send them in?
Oh, I guess
Yeah. Yeah, you can. You can do like supersonic their faces, and they were like, "Ah, yes, of course. Very good. Whatever you say, man.
Reaches in their general direction.
This is our kind of room. Ah, we've got one hell of a party coming up. Are we going to go fetch the ale?"
There might be ale in there.
Scamp's just screech. Like,
Yeah.
this door here, you want to open it?
Nodding.
Oh, they open a section of the wall. Whoops. Alright, they pull this door open, and there's a room here. It's substantially smaller in the entryway. It's only 10 feet high, but then it opens up to a very large room once more. And it kind of smells like a bit like grave dust. And a bit of dust does kind of waft up from here. Oh! I don't think this room has been cleaned out for the longest time, but if there's wine, that means it's aged beautifully. Oh yes, I love an aged wine. And cheese too. And bourbon. He's just like naming all their favorite foods and drinks.
Naming things that age well.
Yeah.
Roland. I'm gonna pop detect magic again.
Okay. Alright, you're not getting any magic. In this room, it's 30 feet high. And in the center of it, there is a life-size statue of a dwarf. He is dressed in plate armor. He has a bucket helm, and he's standing at attention atop a block of stone, which measures 3 feet on a side. And other than that, this room is empty.
So you did direct us here.
Well, it's possible that he's a lying bastard, so.
Search the room.
You can make a perception check. If you don't have bright light, that will be at disadvantage.
I'll light a torch. Or I'll wait for Brew to come in with Sundeath. I think that'll be easier.
Alright, you scan the walls. Everything is covered in dust, and you don't see anything out of the ordinary here.
I want to check out the statue. Anything
Alright.
strange about it?
You can make a perception check too, or an investigation if you want to carefully check out the statue.
Perception is better for...
Depending on what you're doing, you might get a slightly different result. Alright, so you're taking a look around, and the statue, it seems to actually be built into the 3 foot tall, 3 foot wide base, the stone base. And then that is actually like a part of the floor as well. And other than that, it's a dwarf that you don't recognize. They seem to be someone. They look very sentinel-like. And yeah, standing at attention. You feel like this is definitely remnants of the ancient Malakan war.
Right.
So I would suggest everyone look around this room.
Maybe it's built into the statue. We could chop it down, break it up.
I'm going to try to find any secret doors or something as well.
You can make a perception check and take a look around. See what you can see. Just dust. Dust all over the walls. Nothing of note that you notice.
I'm gonna take a crack at looking for stuff too.
You don't notice anything.
They're not really well with those.
Can Can I direct the satyrs to look around by screeching at them horrifically?
Gah! Alright. Gee. And do you want me to roll? Like, do we even have control of them?
I don't have control over them. You can roll.
Alright, they're all going to look around. There's 4 of them. It's going to have to be a group check at this stage. There's that many people looking. So everyone make a perception check.
Do you want me to make another one?
Okay.
Yeah, because you're only looking at the statue.
I was looking at the statue, yeah.
Alright, everyone's in here looking around. And no one's seeing any phylactery, any spellbook.
Damn. Maybe he did lie to us.
Well, I think I'll just chop down the statue, see if anything happens. And I'll take out an adamantine hand axe and chop at one of the legs.
Okay. It's going to take a little while to chop this thing, Brew, but... yeah, you start hacking away at it, it's going to be a little while, even like with an adamantine hand axe.
Okay, it doesn't respond as I'm chopping. Alright.
Yeah, you're just turning it into rubble.
Can I knock on it all over and see if there's any hollow compartments?
Yeah, you can make an investigation check. Do that. You're not sure what a hollow sounds like.
I'm knocking with my forehead.
The Wand of Secrets is something that Nox had on him, right? That got taken by Hallister? Or does somebody have that?
Nah, I think they got taken.
The Wand of Secrets.
It was on him.
Was it?
Yep.
Was it?
You was the one that had it.
Yeah, it was on Nox when he died, and thus it's gone.
Okay. Shit.
No stick of secrets. Well, at least you don't have to piss off a lich by stealing their phylactery.
I feel like we've already pissed her off, though. And having the phylactery would be a good bargaining chip. But
Yeah.
Well, because now even if we kill it, it'll just restart.
yeah.
Well, if we kill it, at least we can maybe come back here and see if we can find it. Assuming you told us the truth.
Well, that sucks.
Alright, we got
I
2 more doors.
I kind of wish I hadn't been looking at the statue. I'd been looking at the walls instead when I first rolled.
Well, just
well.
keep in mind your characters don't know like what you're rolling in that.
Yeah, I know.
You guys
I know
are
it's meta.
looking and not seeing anything.
Yeah. Roland thinks that Illusio lied to us at this point.
Yeah, I think we all would.
Yeah, I mean, I checked the statue and knocked on it, so pretty sure.
It's past the brew test.
Well, there are 2 more doors. I guess we can go through those.
I didn't see any wine there. Is that what a phylactery is? Like some sort of wine canister from the material plane?
Well, the phylactery is a canister of a sort, but not wine.
Oh, bourbon?
No alcohol.
Well, what are we doing here? Giant flying bat lady?
I'm trying to find a book.
We'll check these 2
A
doors.
book? A book? What the fuck is a book? What do you do with them? You take their pages and you roll them up with some of that devil's cabbage.
Oh, is that what they call it in the Feywild? Interesting.
Alright, you're faced with 2 doors here.
I'm gonna check them both for magic-wise to have this up.
Okay. No magic.
So, no magic brew.
Give it a push.
Okay. You push open the door, and there's some music. But we're going to take a 10-minute break before
Damn.
we hear that music. I'll see you guys soon.
See you in a bit.
And if you're still intent that you think that there is something in that room, you could always come back later, or you could try stuff as well.
Well, I mean, to not meta it, I mean, Roland definitely thinks that that creature lied to us. So,
Yeah,
whenever
I
we
do.
go back to Waterdeep, we'll be looking him up.
I think Scamp would be in the same boat.
I'm still gonna try to keep looking, because even if it lied to me, I want to hope to get that phylactery. Because it is quite important, as everyone says.
Dagger doesn't really care. She's got something more important.
That ship.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
A little sleepy, but I'm good.
Okay. So when you open this door, you hear the sound of harpsichord playing. And there are some dancers here. There are 4 crystal chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. And this chamber is also brightly lit. The light bedazzles these chandeliers. They glisten. And waltzing about the room are these resplendently dressed nobles. A man and a woman. The man wears a gold ruffled shirt, blue trousers, and the woman wears a ruffled blue ball gown and a golden tiara above her head. They're waltzing. Dancing around the room.
I'm gonna detect magic on him, since I still have it.
Alright, you get near them and you sense transmutation magic coming off of these dancers. And they don't really pay you guys any heed. They keep on waltzing. The harpsichord in the corner, it seems to be like just playing itself. There's no one there.
That is interesting.
Throw a fireball in, see what happens.
I like that way of thinking.
No, I don't think that I will.
Wanna go talk to him?
I don't know. It's strange that they haven't even acknowledged us.
Maybe
I
it's
will
trap.
tell you that they have transmutation magic on them.
Ah, so most likely not people then.
They may not be what they seem.
Right.
Shall we fight him? I'll punch him in the face. Just give the word, crazy bat lady.
Screeches that mean no.
Maybe you can go have a dance with them.
Hey, Brew, you want to waltz in there?
I'll tell the satyrs to go have a dance with the nobleman and the woman
Okay.
in bat.
Alright, they start dancing around. Woohoo! Jumping up and down, clipping and clopping. And one of them starts breaking it down. He's like break dancing on the ground using his hooves to like spit around. Woo!
Damn.
Doing the clog.
And yeah, they just they're breaking it down. The dancers kind of dance away from them a bit.
Cage, did you happen to see any magic on the harpsichord?
I did not look.
You can sense the source of magic coming from the harpsichord. It's not actually the instrument itself, however. It's illusory magic coming from where you would sit to play the piano.
Wow. Illusory
I
sound.
think there's a little illusionary friend sitting there.
Satyrs start waltzing in pairs as well. And they're really good dancers, actually. They dance like with the others, not impeding them in any way, but if you stand there, Cage, you might get in their way.
As they pass, I'll be, excuse me. Excuse me?
They don't pay you any heed.
The keys, are they being pressed down at all?
Yeah, they are.
Did the dancers actually notice me and just ignore me, or did they just not even acknowledge me?
They gave you a bit of a condescending look, a snooty look through the tips of their nose.
I want to try and with the harpsichord, like pressing different keys on the harpsichord. Like I want to try to play like a not a counter melody per se, but like a good harmony to what's already being played.
Okay. Alright, you'll need a sleight of hand check, Roland, because there's keys being pressed. You need to try and get in there. You've heard the song, I guess. You could have advantage. Alright, there's a very unexpected key, a note that is played, and you kind of knock an invisible hand.
Oh.
And immediately the song stops playing.
Very sorry about that.
And these people stop dancing. And they look over at you.
You made them mad.
And they look very, very angry. And I'm gonna roll initiative.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, and Roland rolls super fucking low. Oh, it's an unseen servant. Which I guess Roland wouldn't know that, but still.
Blue gown, blue clothing, couple, man and woman. Didn't give anything away. They transform into their true selves.
Oh!
Those fuckers.
No, it didn't give anything away.
No, of course it didn't!
Blue dragons.
They rushed past us to go dance?
You just couldn't leave us alone. We just wanted to know what it was like to be human. And now you'll know what it's like to be a corpse! They scream. They look so furious. And,
I mean, you could have just told us that. We own a tavern, for God's sake.
they're on the ground at the moment, but they are absolutely furious. You can hear the hum of lightning crackle around their horns, and you can smell that brimstone, and you can hear that buzz coming from them. They're about to explode with lightning. And Brew, you're up first.
Right. Hey, you guys. How high is the roof, though?
It's 30.
Okay. Yeah, en route, I will sheath Sundeath.
Okay.
And then grab. I'll attempt to grapple Nistalancer.
Okay.
Hey, don't you guys go anywhere. With one hand, with a.
Alright, you grab onto the dragon's leg.
And then with the left hand, attempt to grab the other.
And you grab onto that dragon's wing.
Now, you guys, let's just talk this over. If you want to dance, we could all dance.
We will dance! We will dance with death! Okay.
I know one of them was injured a while ago. Are they either one injured now?
Yeah, they haven't rested. They're still. You can still see this one injured from where Pavel shot it.
I mean, I feel kind of bad now, but at the same time, I mean, you just said something.
Exactly.
They really could have.
They really could have.
I'm gonna hit him right away. Sorry, I might get one of your.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Scamp probably feels a little bit bad, but as a player, they're expendable. So
So that's 30 points of damage.
It may be supersonic, we can still understand you! You bitch! You don't care about us! Ah!
Scamp feel bad.
Oh, Saturn O'Malley, you're gone.
All he wanted to do was get drunk and revel!
I still don't understand why the satyrs are Irish.
We don't know either! Ah! Alright, they actually have magic resistance, so he, I should actually give you control of them, Scamp, because it might help. But anyway, I'll hand them over to you, but there's one good save. They don't have their panpipes in their variant, but they've got all that other stuff. All yours. But, alright, the one satire, he takes 14 fire damage. The dragons, they try to cloak themselves with their wings, and they both take the full brunt of that fireball. The injured one is even more injured now, but the other one, well, it's going to take more than a fireball to rough this dragon up. And the fireball is going to scorch the walls and smash these chandeliers. Absolutely smash it. It will just be destroyed. Alright, the unseen servant just make an athletics or an acrobatics check rolling.
Oh. Okay, I'll make acrobatics. Thank you. I clicked it.
Alright, it tries to like push you out of the way and run out of the room. Like pushes you and then starts running.
You didn't have to push me, you know.
And it looks like this.
I can't see it. Can anyone?
Didn't load for me.
One of the satyrs says, "Oh, you can't run away without pushing someone first. It doesn't work like that. Trust us, we're always getting into the bar fights."
I've never been in a bar fight.
Pistol's already out. I'm gonna click on it, quickly load, sleight of hand bullet in there, aiming at this one, and say, "You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes," and start shooting it. This had pretty good armor class, I think, last time I remember, so I'm a sharpshooter. Ooh.
That misses. The bullet just ricochets off its scales.
Yeah. Alright.
That hits. Right, you sink the bullets into a gap of its scales. And the dragon's pretty hurt. It's coughing up blood. You little. You hit it again. And another bullet finds its way through a gap in its scales.
This one.
Hit. Another bullet hits the dragon. It's kind of shuddering, swaying side to side. Its entire underbelly covered with blood, but it's still got some fight left in it.
This is gonna hurt. Can't do much of that. So.
Alright, when you move away,
And
this dragon tries to bite you.
it's fine.
And misses. And the other dragon tries to claw at you. That misses. Let go of us! And it's this dragon's turn. It's going to open its mouth. And it's going to say, "Thank you for giving us this pleasure!" And it's going to do a lightning bolt straight out of its mouth, catching as many people as possible. It just leans its head down here and explodes that lightning bolt that away. Brew, Randarios, and Scamp. It was not going to hit you because I can't imagine that you're walking on the floor with your bat legs. I'll just presume you're like 20 feet up.
I imagine she was hanging off the ceiling and like clapping her wings together watching the dancing.
Yeah, that would make even more sense. Upside down on the ceiling. So that'll be 30. Alright, yeah, the three of you will need dexterity save. It just unleashes its breath weapon straight at you guys. And it you just casually step to the side, Ren, and watch it just slam into Darius. Alright, you grab Darius at the last second and pull him out of the way too. And Darius, you take 34 lightning damage. It only glances you with a few arcs. Brew, it just slams straight into you, like straight over you. And you take 68 points of lightning damage.
Brew doesn't have advantage on that?
Oh yeah, he has advantage. So you take 34. You see it coming. Alright, that's that dragon. And here's the other one. It's going to open its mouth and do its breath weapon, of course. And I think it's kind of angry at you, Roland.
Alright. That's fair.
It's angry at Brew, it's angry at the servant, it's angry at Roland, and it is pissed off at the Harpsichord. Dexterity
servant.
It hates everything. So, yeah, this servant is going to be gone. It vanishes. The Harpsichord is probably going to be destroyed and catch on fire.
Oh, I was going to use it to cast a spell. Fuck.
Alright, Roland, you managed to use
my once a day absorb elements.
Okay. You kind of use the Harpsichord for a bit of cover as well. It just catches the Harpsichord on fire and explodes through it. You absorb some of that lightning into your hand, and you take 15 points of lightning damage.
Nice.
Brew, you're still able to dodge this one. You take 31 points of lightning damage. And the dragons are both breathing heavily now. The Harpsichord is on fire. No, actually, the breath weapon of a dragon doesn't really catch things on fire. It just explodes it. So that's just it would have been difficult terrain anyway, and now it's still difficult terrain, basically.
Okay, well now Roland is pissed.
The sound.
It's a perfectly good instrument.
You're a tough one. We've got more where that came from. Just give us 6 seconds and a 33% chance. Crazy bat lady, there's dragons in here, and they're wrecking up the place. What should we do?
Attack them!
Alright, we've got a short sword, we've got horns, and we've got a short bow. Which is your preferred method of murder?
Short. If you're in melee, short sword. If you're far away, short bow. Go for the hurt one first.
We've got a mean headbutt on us, but the short sword's a little bit more accurate. And you just control them, Scamp. Can you see them all? Yeah, you can see them all.
I can. I don't know if I have sight on them or not.
Do you? Oh, you might.
Because I can't see the full tokens for like these.
Oh, yeah. You shouldn't have sight on them anyway. But yeah, you can see them. They'll move in wherever you want them to.
Oh, they can stay where they were back there. I'm gonna have them all attack this injured guy here, and I'll have the melee guy do a short sword, and the other guys do short bows.
Okay. Hit. Miss. Miss. And miss. I got it! It stabs into the dragon. The dragon just looks down at it angrily.
Every little helps.
It's not working very well, Bat Lady! They call out. Ren.
Okay. To come down here. Stab.
Alright, you will not have advantage because they have other senses. Alright, you run up and that hits. You stab the dragon. Straight in the neck.
That's crappy sneak attack damage.
Dragon's dead.
Or you kill it anyway.
Yeah, you just impale the dragon straight through the neck.
Nice.
Ah!
And I will disengage.
Scam.
I'm gonna fly down and then land right about there. And use a bonus action to switch back into Scamp.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna heal Brew with heal. So you just get 70 hit points.
Ooh, wow. Thank you.
Now you look at him and he heals. Basically. Darius.
I'm going to. So, no, that's an action. Okay. I'm going to come to here. Actually, see, it's right there. 10, 15, 20. Oh, cool. I can get right up to it. Awesome. I'm going to reach out and give it the bad touch.
Where did the bad cleric touch you?
That is a hit.
He touched me on my wing, and it like fell off.
Oh, that's
Oh, wow.
crappy roll.
I basically just cause a heap of scales to just melt off of the dragon. And it coughs a little bit. Hey, what have you done tonight, to Lancer? All we wanted to know what it would like to be human. You ruined everything. Rolling.
Roland looks heartbrokenly at the exploded harpsichord. I was gonna play the Cantina theme on it and cast some spells, but no, can't do that anymore.
It's kind of like split in two.
I like play on one key and it's just like super off.
Yeah.
It's like super off, and it's like, oh.
Ah, it's even worse! Just stop it! The dragon yells at you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull my guitar like around by the strap to where it's in front of me again, and play like a couple of licks on it, and I'll tell the dragon, "Stop dragging this fight out, man. It's terrible." And Tasha's hideous laughter.
Ah! Not a pun! Ah!
Oh, fuck.
I hate puns.
Oh, I hope so. Let's see. And then I'm gonna bonus action. Let's see. Let's try to move around a bit here.
Don't beat yourself up. I thought that pun was quite good.
Oh, and it wasn't my best, to be completely honest.
How do I tip it to you? We need a hat, bat lady. All of us, 4 hats, please.
And then I'll power chord Mantle of Inspiration for let's see for the people that have lost some hit points. Let's go with Darius, Brew. I never got Rin in the first place, so we'll get Rin. The satyr that is hurt, and Pavel.
I still have the other ones from last time.
Oh, well, I mean, if you want to move around, I guess.
You pushing the dragon in the corner here?
Yeah, please, up in the corner there.
Well, I'll give instead of Pavel, then I'll go with this satyr here.
Who needs a hat when you've got these kind words and awesome riffs?
Oh man, I really hope the dragon doesn't roll a 5 or 6, because I'm definitely gonna get hit by another lightning breath.
Bro.
Yeah, just kind of rearrange myself down here a bit. Keep the dragon where it is. Oh, alright, Scaly. Here, Pavel, Ren, gonna knock it down for you here. Got a dragon on the ground. Try to push it.
You just force it straight to the ground.
And then I'll headbutt it.
Hit. You headbutt the dragon, and it is like screaming at you in Draconic now.
Oh, alright, if it's gonna be like that. And I'll use my free action to take Sun Death off my...
Okay. Mage.
So did you knock the dragon prone?
I did, sorry about that, but...
Oh, that's okay. Just limits what I can do, but everyone else is going to be better than me. I'll just firebolt with disadvantage.
It's a miss. Goes over the top of the dragon, hits the wall.
That was 5, 10, 15, 20. There we go.
If it makes you feel any better, it would have missed anyway.
Yeah. That's alright. It's going to be a lot better for you guys, just not good for me. And I'm not going to pop a high level spell just to have a feeling he's pretty much done.
Alright, Pavel.
Click clack. And I'm gonna shoot him while he's on the floor and take a risk with structure.
That hits. You sink a bullet breaking through the dragon's scales. It's not even as injured as the other one was at the start of this fight yet. That hits. The dragon feels that. Winces in pain while screaming at you. That is a hit. You sink another bullet into the dragon. It's looking bloodied now. Hit. The dragon is quite seriously injured, but infuriated.
Boom.
And it's just going to try and get free of the grapple. Give us an athletics check, Brew. It just struggles and it's just screaming Draconic now. And it's not getting anywhere, so it just struggles on the ground. Lightning is just kind of dancing over its horn, but it does open its mouth, but no lightning comes out.
I can't see the dragon now. So could you move the satyrs? I want, because they wanted a hat. They can have a dragon hat and they can go ram him.
Okay, you want all of them to just run around and start headbutting it, basically.
Yeah.
Alright.
They've got 40 feet of movement.
Alright, not all of them can reach, so this guy can shoot. So they just
So
run
you're
up
gonna move them away.
They jump up and start trying to headbutt the dragon, and one of the rams hits. They're just all like jumping and headbutting the dragon. The one that does hit, it doesn't do too much. The short bow misses because the dragon's prone, so it just
Oh, I forgot about that.
goes over the top. We're getting a hat.
Get one of them away from them.
If one of them has enough movement, I'll ask them to take a step back.
Alright, the dragon is going to slash at that one with a claw. And it rips a claw through the satyr. It's looking injured. It got me! Oh, I'm done for! Oh, actually, it's not that bad.
Oh, stop your belly aching. It's not that bad.
Ren. The dragon is particularly screaming at you too, Ren, it seems. Like it wants to murder you. It's just screeching and whatnot. And that's a hit. You you don't finish off this dragon like the other one, but it's very badly injured.
And I can't go anywhere, so I'm stuck there.
Scam.
Kinda peek in and frostbite the dragon.
The ice swells around the dragon's maw and halts it screeching a little bit as ice freezes it. Darius.
Well, shit, I can't see anything. I can see it, but I'm just like, It's prone, right?
Yeah. Come and headbutt it. It's fun. Everyone's doing it. Satyr say.
Nah.
Yeah.
Make some room.
I'm just going to clang my the hilt of the whip against my shield and cast Hold Dead on it.
Okay. Alright, it fails,
Nice.
and it starts to look deathly ill. It's coughing, it's spluttering, all of its scales are falling off. The skin wraps tightly around its skeletal frame.
I'll move to there just so I'm like out of kind of some line of fire, hopefully.
Rolling. I swear if you kill me with a pun, yo, I will be back, I'll find a way! I'll be a ghost, a dragon ghost!
You don't need a dragon revenant.
You might become a ghost, but you will never know what it's like to be human. Vicious mockery.
Ah! Because of you!
Oh shit! I thought that would work. Brew, please split its skull.
You got it.
Alright, the satyr clops a little bit and he looks at you, Brew. You're welcome to use me as a weapon if you want.
Oh, do it.
Okay, I will.
Don't
I like to batter people, and I've got ram horn, so we'll call it a battering ram and be done with it.
You got it.
That's
I'll swing
awesome.
recklessly with the scepter.
Alright, he is a two-handed weapon though. You'll need to pick him up in both hands and ram the dragon.
Okay, so I'll just drop Sundeath and pick him up.
Alright, you will need to let go of the dragon, but you feel like the dragon is going to be
yeah.
done for.
Did I say reckless or just think it?
Alright, he's prone. So you have advantage.
I'll
Alright,
still be
you
right.
take the satyr and he just kind of goes into like a horizontal plank. And you kind of pick him up by his breeches and his shirt, and he puts his head down, and you swing him back, and then you swing him into the dragon that hits. Alright, it just smashes into the dragon's face. Ah! The dragon's screaming and it's still alive. And you go again,
no.
but the second attack misses.
Quit being so bendy.
Cage.
So
Come and
you're-
join us! It's quite fun! The satyrs call out. One of them waves at you in bruiser arms.
That's why Brew missed. It's because she's too busy waving.
And you put it
Nice.
out of its misery cage. That firebolt slams into the dragon and
Yes.
it just sinks onto the ground dead.
I'm just shaking my head in disgust about the shenanigans.
Okay, so as a character, Roland does not want this thing to come back from death to come after him or anything. But as a player, I would totally be down for a dragon revenant. That sounds awesome.
A dragon revenant. Oh. Careful what you
Also
wish
a
for.
horrifying one that's
Oh, both.
So Cage is very intrigued with Roland's wand of lightning. He's gonna get it some items off the dragon.
Okay, you can take
let me help you.
it's a young blue dragon horn. That's what you want. You can take 2. It only takes you a few minutes to cut them off or whatnot. The satyr says, Mrs. Bat Lady, can I keep him? Can I? And Bruce still got this one like in its in its arms. Can this be my new
Brew,
life?
are you? Well, she'll just look at Brew.
You're not a very good weapon.
Please, Mama. It says.
Well, he has to give consent.
I'll just put it down and pat it on the head.
Oh, you're no fun. What was it like?
Are
Is he as crazy as he looks? Oh, he certainly is.
these like cushions and stuff?
Yeah.
Can I take one and just cut a satyr-shaped hole in the bottom portion of it and then present it as a hat?
Okay. It takes a knee and like you're going to knight it. This is a greatest honor. And the 4 of them now have pillows on their heads.
It's like giving a sock to a house elf. Oh my goodness. I'm going invisible.
Oh, your hat's nice. Oh, mine's better. It's the same pillow.
I think yours is a slightly different shade of yellow. I like it.
Ah, thank you.
Seb, can I skin the dragons?
Yeah. If you want to do that, that will take an hour. That'll be a short rest. To take the dragon's hide.
Do we want to check this other room?
Yeah. Might not be the worst idea.
We'll have the satyrs go open the door. Unless Brew wanted to.
No, they can go first.
We'll ask Seamus O'Satyr to go and open a door, please.
Alright, they go and open the door and there's another sound. It sounds almost like a music box. A music coming from within. And there's a chuckle. And there's it looks like a fey creature sitting in this divan. And you recognize her. It's Arctoria. She sees you all, and she looks very nice, actually, like a pixie. And she chuckles.
Oh, her.
Yeah. The claws are a little bit off-putting because she has long claws on her hands and long claws on her feet, and you see bone spurs jutting out of her arms. But she just chuckles a little bit, and then she disappears. She completely vanishes.
I don't like that at all.
No. Maybe we should leave?
Is that like delusion?
I do not believe that was the illusion. And I second Lady Scam's motion to
Alright,
Maybe
so
that's the...
detect magic has gone down at this stage.
Yeah.
Alright, in this room, alright, at first, I mean, it looks like a nice boudoir. These really nice, like, white leather couches and a white marble coffee table in a stately room. But, it's not marble and it's not leather. When you take a closer look, you realize the divans are made of stitched flesh that's been stretched over bone frames. The table is made entirely of teeth and fangs that have been glued together.
Oh.
And there are gruesome mosaics all over the walls and ceilings. They are made from humanoid bones. And they decorate the panelled walls.
That is gnarly.
There's also
House floors.
the archgate. The archgate is glowing slightly. The gates don't, sorry, and it feels very ambient to the touch. You look beyond the macabre furnishings and see quite a large arch. This one is actually huge. It's like a 20-foot tall stone arch.
Oh. Interesting.
And you can clearly see the keystone from here. It's 3 human-like stick figures holding hands.
I don't think we've seen anything like that before. I'm gonna look at the
No.
gate stone. What number is glowing?
14. 14 is swirling with green and purple energy.
Right.
So if you guys figured out where these things take us,
Well, it depends on... We usually don't like to just go through them, unless we know where its mate is.
sure.
They go to different levels in Undermountain.
Did you say mate?
And that's not what I meant. But the gate stone, and I'll like proffer the gate stone a cage. Whenever we're near one of these things, it will glow on a specific number, and it will also feel. Well, the temperature of it will change as well. I believe that the hotter it is, the more likely we will die if we would go through that particular gate. And the cooler it is, the safer. This one feels rather ambient, so I imagine whatever's on the other side is around the same threat level as where we're at right now.
Interesting.
These are all just a hypothesis, by the way. I have no idea if I'm right or not, though. We have not been able to prove it.
This is a bit of a bust. Shall we? I don't know that we can explore more. We can head down to 15.
I think going down to the 15th level might be our best option at this point.
Yeah.
I would rather not hang around here any longer in the Lich's lair.
Yeah.
Especially after releasing Illusio.
That bastard cheating us.
I would say we keep this in the back of our mind, though, and come back later and see. Check that room again, because if he wasn't lying, the flattery of the Lich will be very valuable. Cage is just going to teleport to here. Whoops. Not there. Not there.
To here. No, I'm joking.
Not there.
Yeah, you can-
Teleports 5 feet. Oh, interesting.
Teleport to the most dangerous spot there.
I'll bat scamp again. 'Cause I don't ever use my wild shapes for anything other than
Ferrying us
transport.
around.
Woohoo! Now you guys can all get across.
Taxi service.
If you were out of wild shapes, I could just cast fly on Brew, and he'd be able to do that.
wild shapes are one of the only things I get back on a short rest, so it's actually good to use them.
Yeah, I understand. That's why I'm pretty liberal with my bardic inspirations for the most part because of that. All right. Well, onward and downward, which is a weird way of saying it, but there it is.
We have a ship to find.
You really want to go back home, huh?
Would you like to be on a different plane from your family?
Okay, that's kind of dumb.
You
I mean,
guys
come on, you made some.
finish
good
exploring
friends.
level 14?
There was those areas up north of here that we hadn't checked out yet, but I don't know if I want to stick around here with the lich around.
I mean, we can go up there. Doesn't matter to me.
You want to go see if we can get back into that room, or we get messed with again?
Roland is past that room. He's done with it for now.
He's over it.
Yeah, he's over it.
There was that room. Sorry, there was that room to the north that had like the drow in it, and they told us not to go down a hallway.
Right.
And then above the anti-magic room, when we came from this direction, there was a hallway going north as well.
That we didn't check out.
That's right.
Well, we can go look at that real quick. Pop over there, have a quick look, and come right back.
The only thing is, I don't know how trapped it's gonna be.
Probably.
I got one more. Sorcerers don't get, they don't get concentration. So I got one more detect magic. So we got to make it quick.
Where did Ray go?
Oh,
Out
we
of
left you,
the
we left you
north.
behind.
I would have transported you out of the room before I unbat formed.
Wait, where are you?
I'm over where the fire giant was because I thought they were going downstairs.
You're way.
Where
Well,
you went the wrong
back.
way
Way
for
off.
downstairs. Downstairs was directly north of the room.
There we go.
Well then, I attention. I apologize.
And that's right here.
Could I light Sun Death, please?
Sure. You have to say flame on.
Flame on!
He shakes his head.
Sorry, buddy.
Alright, these pillars are carved with dozens of lidless eyes. It just reminds you of Hallister's robes. They're facing in all directions, and you just get the feeling you're being watched when you stand here.
I get the heebie-jeebies every time I see things like that. Don't like it.
So you guys want me to pop this detect magic and we go north, or are we going down?
I don't know. I'm curious. Suppose we pop up north, and if walls start changing around and things like that, then we can just come right back to here.
Right.
Okay.
This is the last one I got. You guys want me to go a little forward, I'm happy to.
That would probably be best.
Alright, you head down this hallway. It's 20 feet high, 20 feet wide. And it continues around. You know that there's a set of doors up ahead where the drow are hanging out. And the doors here are closed.
So I'll message back to whoever. Yeah, just come on up.
Alright.
Alright, double doors, quite large, 20 feet tall, 10 feet wide. Double doors.
Has anything been trapped? Is it worth checking for traps?
I checked it for magic. Doesn't seem to be.
No magic.
We already opened these doors once.
Yeah. I'll just push them open.
Alright, this foul odor wafts over you. And there's another one as well. It's not just your underarms. It's this corpse. It's this severed or beheaded corpse of a mind flayer still here. It's a little bit more rotten. And this is a laboratory. The mind flayer's head is still on the table. So there are statues in the corners. They are 9 foot tall. And you noted them before. They're of ogres that are transforming into giant flies, like wings bursting out of their backs, rolls of eyes starting to appear on the sides of their faces, and little proboscis kind of coming out of their mouth.
Oh yeah, now I remember making a Jeff Goldblum joke.
In the center of the room, there is a large stone table, and there is this cube-shaped box which has been opened and its contents plundered. Decapitated head of a mind flayer, and it's riddled with maggots. Maggots are crawling, making their home into the mind flayer's skull, and some flies are buzzing about the room. The mind flayer's corpse is also riddled with maggots, and there is a scorch mark right here on the floor as well. Looks like something fiery had hit here. And there's a door here, and a hallway here. But you know the drow have been here, so you wouldn't really expect to be finding anything of value. They did come here to plunge at treasure.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll check the doors for magic.
You haven't
Give Blue a
detected.
thumbs up.
There's actually a little bit of magic, sorry. It's the box. The lid of the box. It's got a bit of magic coming off of it, in fact.
So I'll point that out.
Alright, well, let's take a look at it then.
Alright, it's empty. It's 1 foot. It's a black cube. It's fitted with panes of black glass. It has a hinged lid, and only the lid. Actually, sorry, the whole box radiates magic. And if you want to zoom in on that cage, you'll see that it's transmutation magic.
Yeah, so I'll pass that along.
Transmutation magic.
There's a little, like a blanket you notice on the ground as well, Roland. It's like a grey blanket. Just like basically at your feet under the table. It's just kind of, yeah, it's just kind of like, it's on the ground.
I'll pick it up.
It's made of skin. It looks like doppelganger skin.
Oh. My
And
word.
underneath it there's some smashed jars and whatnot. There's like some tongues on the ground and some little blocks of soft clay. And a little wooden coffer that is labeled polymorph, but it's empty. Like someone has just like taken some of these things, dropped them or knocked them off the table or something, and then just thrown this blanket over them. And yeah, this place is the only location that has not been cleaned up. So far that you've seen. There's still all this mess here and whatnot.
Right. What in the world? Doppelganger skin? I would imagine that this box used to contain the components for the polymorph spell, more than likely. The magic box, I don't know. I am interested in the magic box though. I'm gonna put it in my bag of holding.
Okay, call it a small black magic box.
Okay, let me check it out.
And yeah, note that we got it from this laboratory on level 14.
Time's are wasted on the spell. Want to get the door, bro?
All right, I'll open the door.
Alright, you pull this door open. And you hear the sound of rattling chains.
Don't like that.
Uh-oh.
I don't like
Right,
that either.
there is like a large oval pool in the middle of the room. It's like a above floor pool, about 4 feet tall. The walls are also sculpted. It looks like tentacles. And there's someone in here. They're huddled in the corner. They're actually facing away from you. They're actually facing the corner. And you can hear some chains rattling.
Are they chained up?
Yeah, they you can kind of see them caged. They male human, and they're wearing just a loincloth and a leather harness. So
Send in the satyrs.
I've gone to the effort of providing you both angles of them facing you and them not facing you.
Oh dear God. Send in the satyrs.
Oh dear Lord.
Pavel, we found somebody for you.
I said it. I keep on saying it, Ren. Ladies first.
And they're standing in the corner, facing the corner.
He's not my type.
Just
He's
wearing
yours.
harness and a loincloth. And if you need to see that token again, let me know.
No,
Here it is one more
it's
time.
fine. It's fine. You
We're
can
fine.
take it away.
It's a very detailed little picture.
Yeah, you get both views with this character. All right, but yeah, they are chained to the wall, and they just kind of move a little bit, but they don't really like turn around or like kind of notice you or anything.
It is dark in here.
Yeah, no light source.
I'm gonna go ahead and look for traps, or there's a door here too.
No magic. You can make a perception check to see if there's any mechanical traps. There's a foul smell that you detect straight away. You're not seeing anything that looks dangerous though in the room cage. What you do see is this shallow oval pool filled with this dark, foul-smelling slime. And some of you have a good inkling as to what this is. This is illithid juice. This is the brine that they use to incubate like intellect devourers and stuff like that. You recognize it from Xanathar's lair.
The Lich definitely keeps all the company.
Can we destroy that?
What?
Hey guys, so just a question: can I upcast detect magic to 2nd level? I mean, it doesn't say you can.
You can use a 2nd level spell slot. It just won't do anything extra.
Okay, sounds good. Then we got plenty of time.
I asked if we could destroy the pole.
I don't know. I guess yeah, probably.
I imagine there's a way.
Sure.
I just
Fine by me.
don't know how we would go about doing it.
Should we talk to the elephant in the room?
Oh.
Oh,
think we
that's
should,
not very
yeah.
nice. Calling him an elephant.
Why would you say that about Brew? He's not bad.
I mean,
He's got a good layer of slime on him.
How dare you talk about Pavel's future boyfriend that way?
Roland, to be
Damn
fair,
it.
we don't know how closely Cage's looked. He could be an elephant.
I'll show you again just to check.
You sir, there in the corner. Can you understand me?
I think he has a
They just kind of murmur a little bit, and they keep on facing the corner.
Can you turn around?
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a language,
They
for sure.
They do turn around now slowly, and They are chained to the wall. And they have this half-eaten loaf of bread in their hand. And he looks very vacant-eyed. And he's just kind of drooling. There's a lot of drool.
He's just not there. Does this look like somebody that would be under the effect of a spell?
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check to see if this is a spell you know of.
How about detect magic?
If it's an instantaneous spell, it won't pick up. Let me see, actually. You're not sure about this level of spell, Roland. It must be pretty powerful to render someone in this state.
Right. If it is indeed a spell.
Yeah, you're not getting any magic off him. But yeah, they look...
Maybe they're just broken.
Yeah. They look like
Do
this.
we
This is
know
what they look
how
like.
mind flayers are made?
Kinda, yeah. You could do an Arcana check. I don't think you know I have any extensive research into mind flayers though.
Would I, because they are my favorite enemy?
Yeah, you could have advantage
Well,
then
aberrate.
on a history check or an Arcana check. And you're not sure, you know that they like to make these brain dogs in a pool. So maybe you guys are thinking that they take the brains and put them in this pool and they grow legs and then they grow up into a mind flayer. That's your characters are thinking, but you're not really sure. They're pretty, most people that have witnessed a mind flayer, they don't live to tell the tale. There's little knowledge on them.
I'll take a long sword out and start poking around in the pool here.
It's very slimy and it's somewhat viscous and it smells foul. It's kind of dark as well, and it's also almost like a gel. And you don't smell too good. Is your synopsis there, bro? Yeah.
I'm just poking to see if there's any, if it's all one consistency, if there's anything in there, like,
It's empty.
brain.
Do you reckon that would be good to drink?
No.
Yeah, probably. Try it.
Can we-
No.
Mama, can we drink some?
No.
No, you never let us do anything.
I gave you hats.
That's true. They're good hats.
I mean, how the guy is chained up to the wall.
You see that the manacles aren't even properly fastened to his hands. He could easily escape.
Easily escape. Okay, well, I don't feel the need to free him then. If he could escape, if he doesn't have the mind to, then
he looks at you and takes a bite of his moldy bread, and then he drills some more.
I want to cast prestidigitation to make the bread taste like apple pie, but that's it.
Alright, you guys want to move on? I don't know there's much here.
Yes, we can go through this door. I imagine it's going to lead to kind of a cyclical area here. I think that the reason this place isn't cleaned up like the rest of the place was is because this was the dominion of the mind flayers. I wonder if there's any more than just the two that we killed at the front.
They seem pretty excitable. I mean, this is one hell of a party. Harnesses, loincloth, green slime. I could really get to like this place.
how do you feel about tentacles?
I mean, it's not really my thing, it's his thing. No, it's not, it's your thing. You don't know me. We're the same person. Oh, yeah.
I'll open the.
Every time she does the conjure fey beings, I really hope it's the satyrs.
Pretty cool people.
Watch out, Brew.
Alright, you've got a door, and you've got a hallway. And, when did you pop up that detect magic? It was like back near the pillars, the eye pillars, right? You've got a little while longer still.
Yes.
Use my Pearl of Power while I'm remembering to restore a 3rd level spell slot.
Okay. Alright, a door in a hallway.
Down the hallway then.
Tell you guys, it turns to the left. I'm gonna go check it.
Alright. Not far behind you.
Alright, you're heading up the hall cage. It's very long. It twists and turns. You're not detecting any magic. And it's pretty featureless. It's very dusty.
You guys want to check that door? It just keeps going.
Yes, I suppose we can.
Yeah. Okay, I'll open it.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Alright,
Oh, hey, it's a statue.
in this room, there is an ogre. But
Oh.
it has the head of a carrion crawler.
Oh. Oh. Oh my.
Poor guy.
And it's held down with chains. It's lying on the floor prone. And it just kind of... Its arms are strapped to the ground. And in the corner, there is a severed ogre head and a decapitated carrion crawler's body. And they stink horribly. They've begun to putrefy. The carrion ogre seems to have actually helped itself to some food, which is kind of cannibalism, I guess. Depends on how you look at it. But it started to eat.
Crawlers are pretty bad anyway.
It started to eat these remains. And there's like just a key. There's just like keys just hanging up on this wall with 3 iron rings.
You want to put this guy out of his misery?
I mean, I guess we can. I definitely want those keys.
I could probably just hold him down for a while, grab the keys, and then let him go.
Oh,
If you
well,
don't want
I can just do this though. I want to cast Mage Hand and grab the keys.
Alright. You get the keys. So iron ring with 3 keys.
Cool. Keys. I wonder what they open.
Right, this thing
you wanna-
murmurs and shakes its chains a little bit.
Can't
you wanna-
remember the last time I used the key.
Do you want to mercy kill this thing, Ren?
Oh, sweet unicorn. I don't know what sort of party this has turned into.
A bad one. Okay.
There's a door past the oak.
That door seems like it should go back to the lab.
Yes, or a hallway that leads to the lab. You know, I don't think that we'll run across any more of those strange polymorph traps around here, based on the fact that nothing is cleaned. But I suppose it's better to be safe than sorry.
I'm gonna shut this door.
I'll go tell him, Run.
Oh, anyway, things still seem to be working. Alright, when we open these doors, we're gonna roll for initiative. There's 2 hobgoblins
Oh, no.
here. And,
Hobgoblins.
intruder alert! Still yourself, elf! Prepare to die! For Doom Crown! They say. For Doom Crown! We haven't left this chamber for 2 days. For Doom Crown!
Have you not heard the news, my friends?
We obey our commands. If we are told to guard these doors, we guard them.
Oh, poor hobgoblins. They're about to get cut down.
Team up on them and we can take them out. The hobgoblins say. We'll
Goodbye.
cut through them one at a time. Pah, there's only 3 of them.
Pity I never knew your name, sir.
Where are you, Pavel? Or did you get left behind?
No, I'm right here next to the satyrs.
Oh, for some reason you disappeared on my map. Must have been a lag.
He's under the satyrs.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh! They're getting pretty handsy with you there,
I
Pavel.
told you!
God.
Oh!
You
Alright.
guys seem like a cool party to party with, but I'm not that.
Oh, you will be. Alright, Brew. You're on first.
He keeps saying satyrs, don't believe him. He keeps saying that, but I keep seeing him, guys.
Bonus action to light. Oh no, it's already lit, isn't it?
It is.
Um,
Ha! Look at the idiot! His sword is on fire and he doesn't even realize.
That's true.
And he thinks it's funny?
Yeah. Here, you wanna have a closer look, and I'll swing recklessly at him with Sundead.
Remember the training! That hits.
Goodbye, nameless hobgoblin.
Oh God.
Oh, that's right! We meant to do that. We meant to do that, he says.
Same thing.
I've got you. I've seen how you behave. I've seen your battle style. And you just cut him in 2. He's like, lop, lop. two effortless swings and they're just cut into pieces.
This is before Roland even takes a step in the door. Oh, alright. Oh. Okay.
Brew
What
was, just
happened?
Brew was lurking at your shoulder, really hoping there was something behind there to fight.
Well, there was.
I'm gonna go to detect magic again, but at 2nd level.
Okay.
No way.
Alright, for that fateful encounter.
Yeah, God, lucky we made it.
What? 20 XP? Oh, I was
28.
close.
Way more. Alright.
Oh man.
So,
I was off by a good 10%.
alright. You've got a hallway to the north, a door to the west, and embedded into the middle of the east wall is a 12-foot tall stone arch. And it has an image of an open book carved into its keystone. And I'll post these for you, Scamp, because I know you're always recording them.
I think we've seen this one. We've seen that particular image.
Yep, it's a bit of a cool touch. Number 10 glows when you come near it with the gatestone.
It
Trying to
eats
remember-
the book, if I
Oh,
remember
it
right.
eats the book.
You've activated it.
Yeah. We just didn't go through when we activated it last time, I guess. Oh yeah, because we fed it the Bugbear's Gone Wild book, I think.
I've still got
Or Who Stole My Spaghetti, I think.
Stole my spaghetti. That's a classic.
I think that...
it's Who Touched My Spaghetti.
Oh,
I still got it in my inventory.
That is a beautiful rendition, that one.
It leads to level 9.
Okay, level 9.
It's an,
Cool.
an esoterica.
Oh, and wasn't there a portal back to 1 from 9?
I can't remember, but I
Not
know.
from 9. From
No,
10
okay.
there was.
Oh, okay.
Well, I know 9 wasn't the nicest of places.
Oh, that was the school.
It's
Yeah, it
10.
was the school.
No, wait, is it 10?
10.
No.
10 is not. 10 is one.
Yeah, 9.
10 was the Gatestone number.
Yeah. 10.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, this takes you to level 9, to Dweemacore.
The Weemacore.
Alright, so the hallway up north, just there's doors and other hallways.
Well,
I'm gonna check this door for magic.
doors are meant to be open.
You've not got any magic detected. Yeah.
Give it a push.
Alright, you've got a hallway.
Got a hallway above us, a hallway that way.
Yeah, but there's a door here too. Let me change the dynamic lighting a bit.
Door here.
Yeah.
Door up here. Long hallway, and then a head. Lit head. That's where you got.
There is a hobgoblin head on the ground there. But it wouldn't be lit anymore though. But yeah, you recognize this area. This is kind of where the guards were stationed. So there's many hallways and doors that you haven't explored up here still.
I guess I'll open it.
Okay. You open it up, and immediately you hear this strange clicking noise.
Every time we open a door, it's not a good sound.
And it's a hooker.
Oh.
And there is just like smashed jars everywhere and body parts all over the floor, like specimens that have been knocked over, and the walls are lined with stone shells. And this hooker starts running at you when you open the door.
Oh, hi there. Did you want
Somebody
to parley? Hello.
You let it run at you.
Yeah, I'll step forward, see if it wants to talk.
It charges at you and it will attempt to attack you. But we're gonna leave it here for tonight. It does not want to talk.
It's like,
Aww.
would you like to parlay? And then it just did immediately attacks. It's like, oh,
It just
not.
screeches and taps its hooks on the. Does this thing want to talk?
Bruce sees Roland talk to things all the time, so he's like, I should try that.
You know, I think they actually do have a language. I could probably talk to it if I cast tongues, but I don't think I want to fool with talking to it, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know if you're gonna get much out of it.
Wasn't it like
No.
abyssal language?
No, I think it's the actual. I think the actual language is hook word.
Yeah, it communicates with like
Oh.
clicking and stuff like that, like by tapping its claws and whatnot. Its claws on its beak
Like
and stuff.
a lot of glottal sounds.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see
Thank
you
you very
guys
much,
next
Sid.
time.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. Have a great night.
Yep.
Thank
Good
you.
night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Yeah.